So for the past 3 weeks, we've been taking a journal of 3 happiness strategies that we've applied to our life, and just taking note of how well those work. And so I chose taking care of my body, religion and spirituality, and developing strategies. I chose these even though they weren't my highest scoring strategies when we took the test. So my 3 highest scoring categories were actually practicing acts of kindness, doing activities that truly engage me, so finding flow activities, and savoring life's joys. So I ended up choosing none of those to actually do as my strategies. A lot of that had to do with the actual application of these into my life. So for me, doing more activities that actually engage me. I chose taking care of my body, and by taking care of my body, I kind of drew in that finding activities that engage me, because I'm a very active person, and doing things that keep me active also engage me. So I took up yoga. That's something that's going to keep me engaged. I find my flow during yoga, but it's taking care of my body. And for religion and spirituality, that drew in a lot of gratitude for me. So that kind of was double for me as well, because one of the strategies was finding gratitude and savoring life's joys. That went in there too for me. And practicing acts of kindness. So I really got to, by choosing the 3 I did, I found a way where I didn't have to go too far out of my way, and I could kind of encompass multiple strategies into one. And the 3 that I chose are also things that I had been working on in my life anyways, and I kind of just got to really focus on them and work on those and focus on those for the past 3 weeks. I think the biggest thing that I learned in this course was just how much of my own happiness was up to me. I started out and I did a lot of these strategies on my own, but I wasn't really committing to them, and so by taking the time to be deliberate and really focus on implicating them into my life, I realized that I have a much greater potential for happiness than I was tapping into. I definitely feel like I have more control over my own happiness now than I did at the start of the course. My happiness has definitely improved, and it's because I've had that control. Learning that 40% of our happiness is up to us and our mindset and our lifestyle. Learning about things like blue zones was definitely a big thing for me. I'm going to try to apply that because I live a very Americanized, on-the-go lifestyle. So sustaining this happiness is definitely the biggest thing for me. Focusing on how I feel after I apply these strategies. So that high when I leave the gym after taking care of my body, or how content or focused I feel after I come up with a plan and stick to it for developing strategies. Even the contentment and motivation I feel when I leave church or after I spend time doing devotion. Focusing on those positive emotions is really going to be key for me. Social support's also going to be a really big one for me because I'm such an extrovert. So I have friends that I can go to church with, friends I can go to the gym with, and having someone that'll go with me and that I can make a plan to go with every week and that'll keep me accountable is probably one of the biggest things I have to motivate me to stick to these strategies and really commit to them. Because I encompass so many strategies into the 3 that I chose, I think going forward it'll be more focused on sustainment than trying new strategies. I think the biggest takeaway for me from this class will just be being deliberate and applying these strategies to my life. My happiness and well-being became a major focus for me a few years back, but lately I think I've kind of let it be pushed to the back burner and just been focused on schoolwork and other things, and I think this class kind of reminded me that my happiness is important, and to focus on that and be deliberate and bringing that intention back will definitely help me. Thanks for watching!